Hello, my very good friends. How are you all doing? I hope you are having an amazing day so far. I am doing this video as a follow-up of the poem that I posted earlier, titled The Waiting Eyes. As usual, I will start by first reading out this poem, and then we go into the details of analyzing the spirit and letters behind my writing this poem. So if you would follow me, I will calmly and gently read this poem, and then we go into the details afterwards. Before I continue, I want to thank everyone that took out their time to watch the last video that I dropped. I am very grateful for the kind words, for the comments, and of course for the likes and the shares. Thank you very much, and I'm very, very grateful from the depth of my heart. So without wasting time, I would go into the reading of the poem, and then we'll go into the analysis. So let's go. The title of this poem is The Waiting Eyes. My bed is empty, and my arms are sore. My mind is itchy, and the lines on my lips are bored. My eyes are weepy, and my blood pressure is up. My heart is lonely, and I have cut my expectations short. My tendons are weary, and my delicate nails are hot. My soul is waiting to one day see you once more. So that is the poem, and I'll be explaining the reason why I wrote this poem. First thing first, you would have noticed that this is a romantic poem, but it's coming from the heart of a lover that is feeling lonely. The first stanza of this poem introduces us to the state of mind of the lover. The lover is lonely, just as the first line said, my bed is empty. So it's an indication that this lover is feeling lonely, especially with the fact that his partner or his lover is not there to share the night with him. It also tells us about how the lover is feeling at present. For him, the world is a lonely place because he's not sharing the world with his lover. That is what the first stanza introduces us to. And if you go through the second stanza, it tells us about the state of health of the lover. We can see the first line in the second stanza says, my eyes are weepy and my blood pressure is up. So his state of health is almost like somebody who is feeling sick or somebody who is sick. So the loneliness he's feeling that we were introduced to in the first stanza is reflected in the second stanza, that this loneliness is actually having a health toll on the lover. So that is what the second stanza introduces us to, or opens our eyes to. While in the third stanza, we are introduced to the state of mind of the lover. It also shows us that the lover is quite expectant. So he is somebody, or she is somebody, that is having the hope of seeing his lover one day. So this poem is talking about how someone feels when they are not with their better half or with their lover, and how dejected they can be if they are separated from the love of their life. This poem, as I said earlier, talks about loneliness and a partner that is waiting to see his lover one day. This poem also introduces us to the subject of dejection. We can deduce from the rhymes and the flow of the poem that at a point the lover is feeling dejected. So the subject of dejection is also introduced or shown to us in this poem. And the last but the most important piece of this poem tells us about hope, just as I said initially. So despite the fact that this lover is feeling dejected, is feeling a state of mind of unhealthiness and all that, he still has, or she still has, that element of hope that one day he or she would still be with his or her lover again. So this is a message, or this is a poem of sadness to an extent, and also an introduction of hope. So it shows us that despite the fact that this lover is going through all this peril and all this pain and all these waitings, he or she is still reserving an ounce of hope that one day he would be with his lover again. And I think that is the most beautiful part of this poem. And while I was writing this, I actually had to also put myself in the shoes of this lover. Because as a writer, what you try to do is you put yourself in the shoes of the message you are trying to send across. So you can also feel that pain and be able to relate with it. I know there are a lot of people who are separated from their lover by the element of space. Maybe they are living in a different town, or their lover is working in another place. I've also gone through that experience myself, so it is easy for me to put myself in that environment and be able to write this poem. So this poem is specially dedicated to anyone who, one, has not found love yet and is still expecting to one day find love, and also to anybody who is separated from their lover, either by space or if it is for medical reasons and they are not there to share the experience of life with their loved ones. That is the reason why I wrote this poem, and I hope it does have an effect and it helps to pull whoever is reading this poem or have listened to me reciting it out of whatever depression or negative state of mind they might find themselves. So see this poem as an encouragement, see it as a boost, and then reserve for yourself that element of hope that one day you would find love and you would be back in the arms of your lover too. I hope you all enjoyed this video and you enjoy me reciting this poem. So if there is any part of this poem that struck you or that was intensive enough to make you feel a tinglish feeling in you, kindly let me know in the comment section. I would like to hear from you. And if you feel there is somebody who should also get this message that is coming from this poem, kindly share with the person, as I'll be very grateful if you can do that. At this point, I would say a very big thank you to everybody who have so far been watching my videos and commenting, and for those who have watched this particular one, I am very grateful. Until next time, when I'll be doing a new video with regards to the poem I'll be posting, I will be wishing you all a very good day, and I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you very much and have a very beautiful and wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.